It's still two for the whole world. 10 toes down, chose my own words wisely. I poet like a bar. Send you spit like your cars.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Two for the Whale Show here on the platform where we create us is Actual Factuals. I'm your host, William Zillions. Yo, it's a lot to get into. Let's get into it. So I just saw the brand new The Suicide Squad movie. So I genuinely do not look at this movie like a sequel. Like, I know it has some very, sequel-y kind of symptoms. I was so adamant about how bad I thought the movie was. I thought the first Suicide Squad lacked direction. I thought it was a hodgepodge of characters without a real clear-cut, defined villain. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it didn't really go anywhere. And it was like a 2-hour movie about not really too much. This one is definitely a lot better than the first Suicide Squad. Margot Robbie is in this. I feel like this is her emancipation film. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this film is the film that sort of proved to me as a viewer and as a fan of DC and DCEU and all of these amazing stories that they got brewed up, proved to me that like Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn can really hold her own on a screen. It can really hold her own in an action movie. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, none of the movies prior to this, in my opinion, I didn't really feel like she was much of a threat in a hand-to-hand, really facing off against any of our heroes kind of situation. Man, they did such a good job with this one.
What? We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Bloodsport.
With the amount of gore in this film and the large number of actors, not everybody makes it. You know what I'm saying? And and that was an element I really appreciated about it too, because there were some people I didn't expect to see go so quick. You know what I'm saying? There was some characters that I was like, whoa, that was like, we just started this. If I had to rate it, I would give it I would give The Suicide Squad, the new James Gunn John, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think we'll give it like an 8 out of 10. Like, it really blew all of my expectations right out of the water. Idris Elba, man. Idris Elba. Not that it's expected that he shouldn't do great, but can I just say real fast, I thoroughly much more greatly enjoyed him in this movie than I did the Deadshot Will Smith character. Hot take. Yo, there's one villain in this movie. There's one villain in this movie. I don't care what nobody say. They gonna point at giant kaiju. They gonna talk about starfish. There's one villain in this movie, and that is freaking Amanda Waller, fam. Yo, Amanda Waller, Viola Davis. She's so menacing. Like, at any second, she starts off scenes, very, very conversationally, very like, hey, how you doing? My name is Amanda Waller. Then out of nowhere, she flips on you and tells you like she has your like grandmother in a basement tied up somewhere waiting for you to like. It gets crazy. Like, she always puts the mission first, and she puts the mission before each and every member of the Suicide Squad. So much so that she is willing to twist and be conniving in a way that makes our characters' lives a lot harder, which is an element that I greatly enjoy. John Cena. That's what you know what I'm saying? Yo, John Cena did his thing in this. He was definitely the comedic relief in a lot of these scenes, but he plays this character called the Peacemaker, and his whole shtick is that like he loves peace so much that like he'll do anything to keep it. Like,
You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive.
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
That sentence is just such a vague like pool of possibilities of fuck shit that he is willing to get into. You know what I'm saying? His character is sick and twisted though. He was saying how he'd kill any number of men, women, children to protect peace, and like, yo, his character was very interesting, and he ends up being like, spoilers, I won't do it because the movie just dropped, so I won't do the spoilers. I'm just trying to talk about the things I liked. However, please go check this movie out. Have you seen it? And if so, what did you think? Who was your favorite character in this? Were there any expectations that you also have blown out of the water? Let me know in the comments, because I'm definitely here to talk about it. So this week, Hasbro just released a brand new lineup of action figures based off of this incredible 5-issue crossover, comic book crossover that Boom Studios and IDW did last year. Now, in this awesome crossover, at some point in the story, the Power Rangers lose their connection to their power coins and can no longer morph. At this point, they've met with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, battled against them, and then realized that they were more intended to be friends and not enemies. The Ninja Turtles in this story get a chance to finally morph into Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to save the day, fam! So Hasbro released this cool-ass line of the action figures based off this comic book crossover. And they're doing it in double packs, which I love. So they have the Leonardo Blue Ranger, the Donatello Black Ranger. They have the Raphael Red Ranger, the Michelangelo Yellow Ranger, and the April O'Neil Pink Ranger, which is pretty awesome. Just this week, though, I saw that they are also releasing the Green Ranger Shredder, which was out... First of all, Shredder pulling up on a Green Ranger, tricking Tommy out of his power coin, blocking his connection to the power grid, and stealing the power for himself? Ugh! Actually, I did a review on the crossover last year. You can check that out in some of my older episodes. It was like, I think I did an episode for each issue. Check that out here on We Create Us TV, man. It's just good storytelling. And the follow-ups from Hasbro this week is outstanding. And I'm just mad pumped to be a fan for real. But what do you think? Have you had a chance to see any of the double packs? Which one are you going to get? I know I got my eye out on the Leonardo Donatello pack, the black and the blue. I need that for myself. I want to get into a little bit of hip-hop because, there's so much stuff going on just this weekend. All right, so I just saw the brand new music video from Nas for his song called Rare for his King's Disease Part 2. Nas, Rare, you won me over, bro. You know why? Because I love chess. Yo, using chess in your videos, bro, that's a cheat code for me personally. The point or the lesson, the takeaway, is that you are your only opponent, and that the only limitations that you have are the ones that you set for yourself. And it's basically him playing a chess game against himself and trying to be the Black King and win the game with the Black King. Bro, fam, son. Also happening in hip-hop this week, I don't know if you had a chance to check it out, but it was the Verzuz. I think it was one of the best Verzuz I've ever seen. Like, this might be the best Verzuz to me so far, to be honest. And it was the Lox versus Dipset. Now, I was a longtime fan of the Lox, of Jadakiss, of Styles P. And I'm like a mid-level Dipset fan. You know what I'm saying? I got some Jim Jones that I really fuck with. And Cam is pretty funny all the time. So, that's what's up. Man, yo, the Lox came so prepared. Like, and one of my favorite things, the highlight of the entire event was Jadakiss. And him pointing out just like how ready him and his team were for this Verzuz.
New York, they cause it a distraction. This is hip hop. We in the Mecca of New York. It's D-Block, it's Dipset.
Right. Turn the
Why
words
they don't
on.
know the words? Yo, Tech, let's make something happen. New York, Hots, turn the mic up, Hots. It's that time, motherfuckers. These niggas don't rhyme like us. All praises, all burners, all raises. Hand down, nigga, the game is all jaders. Anything drop, I cop in all flavors. He's a dick, you pussy, y'all neighbors.
The DJ will cut out from the beat of the song and then cut to some old school classic shit. Let Jadakiss rock for like 8 bars and then cut right back. The commentary. The commentary across the stage. The shit, all of the yelling, all of the get off of the stage for like 20 minutes. Fucking Jadakiss telling Freaky Zeke that he like the fat buddy from Drew Hill. Like, he don't do nothing. That was probably one of the funnier ones for me. But yeah, who do you think won? Was it Dipset? Was it the Lox? You know what I'm saying? What was your favorite moment? Who do you think had the best track list of the night? Because I think that's really the more important topic of how to win the versus conversation, you know what I'm saying? But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. But y'all, I don't want to talk your ear off. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Two for the World show here on the platform of We Create Us is Actual Factuals. Visit WeCreateUs.com for all of the greatest content here on We Create Us TV at just a click of a button. Oh, and also I got new merch on the way, so please keep your eyes peeled for that, for a link to push towards it. Thank you so much again. I greatly appreciate you, and by all means, stay true. It's still Two for 'em.
Over there looking so lovely. Come over here where you're supposed to be. Baby, closer, closer. And I'm pretty sure that you're the one for each moment when you press it as a rosary. Baby, come closer, more closer. Let's link this weekend. Let me adore you in the deep end. Let me explore you in your sweetness. When nipples of gorgeousness, I blow the gorge on your endorphins.